Last time on Mojave Road, the series.
Mojave Road. Let's call my name today.
I had an extra day, so I went ahead and started cleaning up some trash before checking out the trail for any damage from the storm a week before. The following day, I start the trail at Alvord Mountain Road and Yermo Road, heading east to find my camp that night in Afton Canyon. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a cold one. Welcome to Mojave Road, the series. Episode 2, Unveiling the Mojave.
This is the start of day 2 on the Mojave Trail. Getting into camp last night. It wasn't too late. It was maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours after sunset. And then I would have drove further into the night last night, but once I climbed the hill, right when you go under the train tracks, the scenery changed dramatically from desert floor, river bottom. Now we're in like the canyons, and it's really, really cool. So I didn't want to miss the opportunity to film this in the daylight because I don't know, it looks so different than where we started from. So I've just got a few more minutes to finish up here, then I'm going to put the camper down and we'll hit the trail again. Looks like we're finally coming to the riverbed, and it appears there's a little bit of water.
From what I've been told, this water crossing can be quite...
yes! Look at this. I don't know how deep it is. I don't know how firm the ground is in it. All right, so let's go check it out. They say the best way to check the depth of something is to actually just go
good rock base
check the depth of that something. The wheel tracks in here don't feel like they're rutted out too far. What are we about? 12 to 16 inches in this section. Let's get to it.
Damn, there goes another camera.
I lost a GoPro in the water because it was attached to the front bumper and with the suction cup, and the suction failed, so I'm not sure where that camera's at. After reviewing the footage on the field, I've come to see that the camera probably fell off before I got into the riverbed, and I believe I can see it way up there, but I can't zoom in far enough with this camera to even give you a good perspective. Huh. Oh, broke the mount. Well, that's okay. What happened to you?
Besides the epic journey, I really came out here for the awesome four-wheeling. Let's go ahead and jump right into that next water crossing. I really had the idea of traversing through Spooky Canyon and exploring these areas more, but with that recent storm, there was a lot of erosion that had taken place, and it appeared that the canyon walls were still a little bit loose, so I didn't want to push my luck. So I kept on pushing forward. The trail crosses various types of terrain, including desert, sand dunes, rocky mountain passes, dry lake beds, and rugged canyons. It's not maintained and can be challenging to navigate, especially in adverse weather conditions. The Mojave Road offers an opportunity for adventure and exploration. Travelers can experience a sense of remoteness and solitude while following the historic trail. However, due to the rugged and sometimes harsh conditions, proper preparation is essential. Adequate supplies, navigation tools, and a suitable vehicle, preferably high-clearance four-wheel drive, are recommended. Overall, the Mojave Road offers a unique opportunity to travel through a remote and historically significant part of the Mojave Desert, experiencing the challenges and rewards of the region's past and present. It's a journey that provides a deep connection to the desert's history, geology, and natural beauty. The Mojave Road has been used for centuries by Native American tribes, explorers, traders, and settlers. It was an important trade route for Native American communities linking coastal areas to the Colorado River. Later, during the 19th century, it became a significant path for pioneers, miners, and military expeditions. Most of the Mojave Road is part of the Mojave National Preserve, a protected area managed by the National Park Service. Preservation efforts are in place to ensure that visitors can experience the historical and natural aspects of the trail while minimizing the impact on the environment. And depending on the specific sections of the Mojave Road you plan to travel, you might need permits or need to follow specific regulations. It's always important to check before embarking on your next journey. As I get into the Soda Lake bed, it's getting late, and I can tell that the road is getting loose. then I found this. I suppose from the outside it looks like a giant pile of rocks. The Traveler's Monument, built by early pioneers to mark their passage.
Previously, we talked about reading the mud, the texture of the sand, the alligator skin, all the signs so we don't get stuck out in, well, you know, like middle of nowhere, kind of like exactly where I'm at. So this is Soda Lake dry lake bed. There are several springs in this area that create this endless marsh. All right, but as I'm walking through here, I saw that there are deep ruts, right? I saw there's deep ruts. I can see there's wet on either side of the road. So the stickiness of the situation right here, this mud is on the exact fine line of go or no go. You know, the texture, how much I'm sinking in as I'm walking. We could see that the firm part is about an inch thick. And then underneath that firm part, that's where when you break through, your tread fills up with goo, making a slick surface, so you no longer have traction, you can no longer pull yourself through stuff like this. My final thoughts are this. If I was going to attempt it, I'd try it through the mud that feels like diarrhea, and then it's super hard below it. So it's like an inch to 4 inches of diarrhea, and then smooth sailing because it's really hard packed underneath. But this clay mud stuff, I wouldn't even want to risk it, especially being out here solo. Realistically, I don't have the right recovery equipment to get myself out of here if I did get stuck. I believe it's going to be best if I make my way that way, where I can see traffic, get back out to the road, come back in on the road that I did the other day, and just basically bypass this section. Although, I'm probably going to chill out here as long as I can tonight because this looks incredibly rad.
It was an epic evening. Matter of fact, I even covered myself in mud, getting that alkaline mud bath dialed in.
Since I had to take the bypass, which was go around, drive back to Rasser Road, up until I hit I-15, basically I can get back onto the trail in Baker. All right, well, I'll catch up with you guys when I get back to the trail.
You've been watching Mojave Road the series, episode 2, Unveiling the Mojave. A huge thank you to Four Wheel Campers, Norwell, Australia, and viewers like you. Thank you for your support and fueling these adventures. I'm Austin with WolfPac-Outdoors. I'll howl at you later.
Perfect.